नमस्ते बिटिया, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. This is JV'n Professor Dr. Anil Kumar Vangani. Today I am going to take another lecture in the series of lecture in repertory which occurs at 1 p.m. daily from Monday to Saturday on digital version 2 of JVW platform, which is the best woman university in India. We are delivering these digital sessions on YouTube video channel at the link given here under. As per schedule, which is provided by the university having the best homeopathic college in Jaipur. Please listen carefully the lecture. I hope this will satisfy your quest for knowledge, and please drop your queries in comment box, which we will answer in the following session as allotted on the day allotted by the university. So our session's name today is Steps to Repertorization. Now let us begin with this digital session. Why to know various steps to repertorization? We are studying various repertories, but what are the steps to reach at uh, the step of repertorization finally? We know that repertorization is based on proper case checking. It is not a mechanical process of counting rubrics and totalizing the marks obtained by each medicine. It includes logical steps to reach the proper repertory and finally differentiating the remedies on their characteristics, not by the mathematical calculation. See, art of repertorization is based on the art of proper elicitation of symptoms. आपका repertorization तभी proper हो सकता है जब आप symptoms की महत्ता को अच्छे से समझ सकें. With the fullest possible expression of each of them. गहराई तक हर सिम्टम को हम समझ सकें कि उसका केस की डायनामिक्स में क्या महत्व है. देन देयर प्रॉपर इवेल्युएशन, वो क्या ग्रेडिंग रखते हैं, कैटेगराइजिंग एंड क्लासिफाइंग देम, कौन से स्तर के सिम्टम हैं, मेंटल हैं, फिजिकल हैं या पर्टिकुलर्स में आ रहे हैं. ओनली इफ वी नो द स्टेप्स involved in repertorization, we will be able to do it in precise manner and will be able to follow in proper way to get good results. So now, first of all, the first step for repertorization is from case taking, and the steps to repertorization ends by selecting the simillimum or the proper medicine. So these steps are indispensable in order to arrive at the terminal stage, that is remedy selection. So the first step, case taking, is the stepping stone for repertorization. We know a case well taken is half cured. Why this is said? Because if we take the case in a very proper way, we are able to elicit the peculiars of the case, the characteristic symptoms of the case, which are very necessary to reach at the simillimum. If the case is not well taken and we have taken only common symptoms, we have taken a case from some certain prejudices, or we have asked the symptoms uh, in a manner that it answers in yes or no, that is leading questions have been asked, then the answers to these questions can be wrong, and this will lead us to the wrong medicine. So it is said that the case well taken is half cured. So after proper case taking, we must be able to define the problem. It means to define the individual who is facing the problem. It includes the diagnosis of disease, the predisposition, disposition, diathesis. So in a case history, we must be able to detect what are the common symptoms, that is the symptoms of disease. Then what are the uncommon symptoms, that is the symptoms of person or individual, which will lead us to individualization. Precisely doing this, a physician would be able to go ahead further in the right direction. So we must be able to define the problem. The next step is analysis of the symptoms which are taken in the case taking. Means separating various things like categorization and classification of given case according to the scope and limitations of homeopathy. Now, which classification of disease is taken, whether the case is curable or incurable with the homeopathic remedy, we should be able to explain at this stage. If the case seems to be incurable, there is no need to further classify, and we have to refer the patient at the proper place. Symptoms resolved as location with radiation, sensation with intensity, character, modalities. So a particular symptom should get all these parts like location, sensation, modalities, and location with radiation to which part it is extending, the sensation with the intensity or the character of sensation, modalities with whether it's time modality or the conditional modality, we have to complete it in all respects. So in this part, an analysis of symptom, physician should be able to grasp the whole picture in relation to the patient and his parts, should be able to spot the strange, rare, peculiar and striking symptoms. It is governed by various principles, hence variation cannot be denied. Different stalwarts have different approaches of analysis. Proper analysis needs a keen and analytical mind. तो डिफरेंट जो स्टॉलवर्ड्स थे होम्योपैथी के, उन्होंने डिफरेंट वेज और डिफरेंट अप्रोचेस बताई है एनालिसिस की. कैंट, क्योंकि वो जनरल टू पर्टिकुलर यानी कि डिडक्टिव लॉजिक को फॉलो करते हैं, तो उन्होंने एनालिसिस में पहले जनरल्स को लिया जिसमें पहले मेंटल देन फिजिकल जनरल, और उसके बाद पर्टिकुलर्स को लिया जिसमें पर्टिकुलर स्कोप पर रखना है और कॉमन सिम्टम्स को सबसे लास्ट में लेना है. जबकि बोनिंगसन ने सिम्टम्स का एनालिसिस किया बॉक्स मेथड में, उन्होंने 4 में डिवाइड किया, खासकर क्योंकि उन्होंने उनकी अप्रोच थी पर्टिकुलर टू जनरल, तो पर्टिकुलर्स को पहले डिवाइड करना किया उन्होंने, उसको 4 में डिवाइड किया. द फर्स्ट पार्ट वाज लोकेशन, which part is affected, then sensation, what type of affection the patient is explaining, then modalities, how these sensation in those parts are aggravated or ameliorated as per time or other modalities, then the concomitant, that is the accompanying symptoms, the uncommon accompaniment with the main complaints which are associated with time. उसी समय जिस समय मेन कंप्लेंट्स शरीर में हो रही हैं, उस समय ये accompanying symptoms, जबकि वो पैथोलॉजिकली अनरिलेटेड हैं, they are also happening. So they are taken together as concomitants. So this is the approach of Boningasan. Proper analysis needs a keen and analytical mind. So we should know by which method we have to analyze just by looking over all the case symptoms, whether it has to be analyzed by Kent's method or Bonninghausen's method or Dr. Garth Borik's method, which divides the symptom only in basic and determinative. The basic are the common ones and determinative are the uncommon ones. We should be able to analyze every symptom in depth and arrange it logically. All these require great patience and time. It implies the principle of grading or ranking the different symptoms in order of priority. What? Evaluation of symptoms. After analyzing symptom, we have to evaluate, and this requires grading, ranking different symptoms in order of priority, which are to be matched with drug symptoms. After analysis, physician has to determine the value of each symptom in the case. So the background is the case. It depends on the case. What that case has the suffering. Like if the patient is having typhoid and he is having bradycardia or slow pulse, is this peculiar or a common thing? Many times it is common. Bradycardia is very common in typhoid. It's not a peculiar thing. In comparison to rising temperature, the pulse is low in case of typhoid. And this is a stepladder type of fever. So anything which is a variation from this will be uncommon one. The basic principle is symptoms are according to their intensity also. In which intensity they are represented in the patient. Evaluation is also based on analysis which is already done. Synthesis, now after evaluating the symptoms, that is grading the symptoms as per their importance according to the case, we have to go for totality of symptoms. That means trying to synthesize the case. Here the totality of symptoms means repertorial totality. But the synthesis here is not complete. The synthesis of the case will be completed after repertorization when we will add the potential differential field with the repertorial totality and form an conceptual image which will form or which will construct synthesis of case. Synthesis means making whole out of the parts. So some part of synthesis is done here by forming the repertorial totality. Case synthesis is defined as the process of rearranging the information obtained from case taking to form comprehensive and conceptual image. तो सिंथेसिस से हमारा मतलब यही है कि केस के जितने भी फ्रेगमेंट हैं जो केस चेकिंग से हमें मिले हैं उनको इस तरीके से हम जोड़ें, इस तरीके से हम उन्हें फॉर्म करें कि एटलीस्ट हमें पोर्ट्रेट नजर आने लगे. लेकिन हमें हमारा काम सिर्फ पोर्ट्रेट बनाने से नहीं चलेगा. वी हैव टू फॉर्म द पिक्चर. दैट मीन्स वी वांट मोर क्लियर पिक्चर. दैट मीन्स that is having no blurred margins which are having in portrait. So this will be completed if we add potential differential field with the repertorial totality. So first of all we have to reach the repertorial totality here so that we can jot each symptom, each rubric in the repertory and mark the remedies given against them. The presence of common symptoms and excess of particulars do not help to make any distinctive image. तो इमेज किससे क्लियर होगी? इमेज क्लियर होगी peculiar से, अनकॉमन से, क्यूअर से, स्ट्रेंज सिम्टम से. Generals give strong individuality to the image. Generals हैं, they are actually the spinal cord. the vertical column of the image. इससे ही आपकी इमेज इरेक्ट हो पा रही है. By this individualization, we can eliminate the general symptoms common to similar pathological conditions. जब हम इंडिविजुअलाइजेशन कर रहे हैं तो हम जो कॉमन सिम्टम्स हैं उनको एलिमिनेट कर पाते हैं और पर्सन की पिक्चर को क्लियर कर पाते हैं. सिंथेसिस is the making out the whole out of the parts. As we have already told, the presence of common symptoms and excess of particulars do not help to make any distinctive image. So after erecting the totality, that is repertorial totality, we have to select the repertory which is representing the whole repertorial totality. अगर हम देख रहे हैं कि आपकी एनालिसिस के बाद जो रिपर्टोरियल टोटलिटी कंस्ट्रक्ट हो रही है उसका अधिकतर सिम्टम कैंट रिपर्टरी से मैच हो रहे हैं, मेंटल सिम्टम्स आर मार्क्ड, वी हैव टू सिलेक्ट कैंट रिपर्टरी. अगर पर्टिकुलर्स ज़्यादा हैं, कॉन्कॉमिटेंट शो हो रहे हैं, अकम्पनिंग सिम्टम शो हो रहे हैं, कॉमन सिम्टम्स भी कुछ हद तक हैं, in that case Monegasson repertory is marked. So we have to select Monegasson therapeutic pocketbook. So following points are considered for selection of the repertory: whether generals are present like mentals, physical generals, particulars are present in the form of location, sensation, modalities and concomitants, or some pathological generals are also present. If generals are prominent, here synthesis repertory, complete repertory, homeopathic medical repertory, which are based on Kant's repertory, are indicated. After selecting the repertory, the next step is to rearrange the totality according to the repertory selected. This is known as repertorial totality. To convert symptom into rubric requires well acquaintance with the repertory. The symptom found in the patient may not be in the same form. So here we should have the understanding of repertorial language. The lecture we have already taken. Then only we will be able to reach at the proper rubric of the patient. So one must know the construction, arrangement, philosophical background, scope and limitation of each repertory. Process of searching the required rubric from particular section and locate the same in the repertory. One should have knowledge of this, and this can only be acquired by constant practice of searching the rubric from that repertory. Repertorial technique. We have various repertorial technique like plain paper, chart method, repertorial chart method, thumb and finger method, card repertory method, and the computer repertory method, also known as software repertories. In case of particular to general or general to particular, or by using classical method, that is characteristic symptom, or by using eliminating method, or by using combined repertorization, we can reach at our minimum. So we have to select any method according to the given case. The case is referred to repertory to be worked out. Repertorial result. A group of close running medicines are noted according to symptoms covered and marks obtained in the repertorial result or in the repertorial table. So a few medicines which are nearer to the first is also noted. It is not necessary that we should select the first medicine according to mathematical totality and select it as similimum. It is not necessary it will be a similimum, because mathematical totality never indicates actual totality or actual individual medicine for the given case. We have to select the peculiars or the characteristics or the generals or the mentals, marked mentals, qualified mentals, in the case of the case to be there in that medicine. It is the most necessary thing. Sometimes in the mathematical totality or in the first selected remedy of repertorization, these uh, top symptoms or top rubrics are not covered in highest intensity. Maybe they are indicated in higher intensity in the second, third, fourth medicines. So they will be better used in the case to get the proper results. So analysis of repertorial result is very necessary to reach at the proper remedy. So the next step is repertorial analysis. The remedy that gets the highest mark is not necessarily the final remedy. Results should be finally verified in the court of materia medica. So in the repertorial analysis, we have to compare the highest 4, 5, 6, 7 remedies uh, with the knowledge of materia medica. Marks are important, but these do not constitute the final verdict. Picture of patient is to be compared with the picture of medicine and has to be differentiated. The field differentiating the drug is called the potential differential field. And here we construct the proper synthesis or the proper image of the patient, which is known as the conceptual image. So the conceptual image is formed by synthesis, by the way of synthesis. It is actually joining of the totality or the repertorial totality as well as the potential differential field, that is those symptoms which are not found in the repertory and which we have to use directly when analyzing the repertorial results, that is repertorial analysis, that is analyzing the important symptoms or important rubrics of the case from the materia medica. So this PDF or potential differential field is very important thing which indicates the simillimum at the end of the work. When this PDF is joined with repertorial totality, it forms the synthesis or the conceptual image of the patient. Now, after reaching at the proper medicine, we have to make a plan of treatment, whether our case is acute, whether it is chronic, or we have to give here the intercurrent. In case of acute, we know we select lower potencies and we repeat them frequently, whereas in case of chronic, we try to select higher potencies as per the susceptibility and the depth of the disease symptoms, and we try to give doses infrequently. In case of intercurrents, antimiasmatics or no sorts have to be given in medium or higher potencies in infrequent potencies or doses. So the remedy selection, after all these analyses, a remedy with its proper potency and proper repetition is decided. The potency selection and application. Potency is usually used to refer to the degree of dilution that homeopathic remedy has undergone in its manufacturing process. As per the knowledge of pharmacy we understand what the potency of the medicine is and what's the importance of it. When the degree of dilution increases, the strength of medicine increases as per homeopathic philosophy. So we have to select proper potency for the case as per the susceptibility of the case and the type of disease the case is suffering from, whether it is acute or chronic. After potency selection of the medicine, it is applied to the patient in proper repetition. That is, the dosage has to be decided. So this lecture has ended. I hope you must have grasped what has been taught to you today. The references of this lecture has been taken from homeopathiclinic.in, repertorization.html, and Tiwari Shashikant, The Essential of Repertorization 5th edition, published in April 2012 by BJN Publishers Private Limited. So Bitya, hope you have liked this lecture, and I am able to satisfy your quest for knowledge. If any difficulty, if any query, please mention in the comment box given here. I will resolve your queries on the appropriate day, which has been decided by the university. Thank you all for being attentive. May God bless you. See you again.